Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox, and I was coming to you today because I was sitting at my desk thinking how, not a week goes by that somebody does not request that I do a story time video. And while I know I'm not about to add this back to my regular lineup, I was thinking, yeah, I guess I could do a story time with this Rox today. I had gone to the grocery store yesterday, and side note, I saw one of my viewers at Wayfield yesterday. Her name was Shantrisa. I think that was her name. Santrisa. I think that was her name. Anyway, shout out to Santrisa. She was like, make sure you shout me out on your next video. So that's what I'm doing. But me going to Wayfield yesterday made me start, got me to thinking about how I should do a story time about this one time I stressed everybody out at the goddamn grocery store. So let's get to it, y'all. So this did happen a while back, but we can always get a little giggle off of a funny story. So I usually grocery shop at like Walmart or Publix or Kroger's. However, there's a Wayfield not too far from my house, and when I need to just pick up something real quick, I will stop over there. They're extremely high. It's in the hood. You know how it goes, okay? They do your cousins real bad when it comes to these damn grocery prices. But anyway, I stopped at the Wayfield because I had to buy some milk. When I pulled into the parking lot, I parked next to this green Yukon XL. It was like the big Yukon, the one that looks like the Suburban. It was a fairly new one, and I parked on the left side of it, and it was like, here was the parking space. The Yukon was parked right here, and the store was over here. I got out of my car, even though I've never had any problems at the Wayfield. They, like I said, they're usually in the hood and not necessarily, you just try to minimize as much risk as you can, okay? So I was like, I'm just going to run in. I'm only going to take in my debit card and my driver's license, and that was it. So I put everything in my back seat, and which I don't normally do. I always have my stuff with me, but I'm telling you, I was like in a super rush. So I put everything in the back seat, my purse, my MacBook. I think I had some cleaner's clothes in the back seat and everything, and I had it all shaded and covered up, down on the floor. Went into the damn Wayfield. Now Wayfield, just the parking lot itself is an experience. Okay, you got, your random homeboys just hanging out talking. You also got your DVD man. You got some families that's waiting maybe on a taxi with a baby. It just be all the most random shit that you can find, okay? But I've never had any problems with my cousins. So, I just walked on in as usual. Went straight back to the back of the store, picked up my gallon of milk, walked straight to the cashier, wasn't even a line, put it on the belt, got my debit card out, punched in my debit number. She bagged my milk, and that was it, so I grabbed my bag of milk and I'm walking out. Now, when you're walking out of the Wayfield, there's a great big window, and they have like the shopping baskets over there. But the window, you can see the parking lot. So I'm walking towards the window, and while I'm walking, I see the green Yukon XL that I parked next to. However, I don't see my truck. So I was walking, and y'all, I was like, it like starts to register. Like, I walked straight up to the window, and I was like, where's my truck? Where is my truck? And I was just standing there looking for a long time, and then I was like, somebody stole my truck. And then I was like, somebody stole my truck! So as soon as I screamed that out, it was like everybody in the grocery store like stopped, like, because it's like all the cashiers are all right there in the front. It's not a really big grocery store, okay? And it's so one girl was like, what? I said, somebody stole my truck! You guys, and you know how you can start getting that nervous feeling and everything starts bubbling up inside. So I was just like, oh my God. Now, I did have my phone in my hand. I had my debit card and my car keys in my hand. However, for whatever reason, I didn't think to use my phone. I was like, where's your manager? I need to talk to your manager. Say, somebody call the police. Oh my God, somebody stole my truck. Somebody stole my truck. The panic. I got everybody riled up too. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It was like you could hear it all throughout the store. Somebody stole her truck. Somebody stole her truck. What, you heard that? Somebody stole her lady truck. Oh my God, they stole her truck. I was just like, they stole my truck. Oh my God, I just paid that fucking truck off. Oh, my shit is in the back seat. So I'm just like talking. The manager comes out and he was like, Miss, how can I help you? And I was like, somebody stole my truck in the parking lot. I was only in here for a few minutes. And he was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Of course I'll call the police. So then, of course, people started crowding around me like, are you okay? They stole your truck. And then, you know, somebody walked up like, somebody stole her truck. And she was like, yeah, they stole her truck right out the parking lot. And then you know how people start coming in and co-signing like, I saw when you walked in. You wasn't even here that long. You know, the cashier was like, I just rang her up, you know. We was all one big collective family in the fact that my truck was gone, y'all. So the tears was coming. I was getting nervous. Like, I was just like, okay, let me get myself together. But in my mind, I was thinking to myself, like, fuck, I just paid off. Well, I didn't just pay off my truck, but my truck has only been paid off for like a year, which has been great. I have no desire to buy another car and have another car note. My purse was in the car, y'all, and it was my big ass Louis. That motherfucker was over like $2,000 damn dollars. That was in the car. My wallet, my MacBook. All I could think was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to do my videos. All this was going through my mind. Plus I had a bag of cleaners clothes in the backseat. Like, I was just like, are you serious? Somebody fucking stole my truck. So then I started getting mad. Y'all, the anger started to build up because then I was just like, see, you be trying to be with your niggas and you be around these motherfucking niggas and they steal your shit. You can't have nothing. Okay. Y'all, I was going through all the emotions right there. All of a sudden, these two guys, they come running from the back of the store towards the front. And they were just like, somebody stole your truck? And I was just like, yes. And they were like, well, what kind of truck was it? And I was like, it's a Dodge Nitro. And they was like, okay, we're going to go and we're going to see if we can find it. Because then the video man, the DVD man that sells them out there, he then came in and he was just like, damn, you said somebody stole your truck? They was talking about it outside. I saw when you walked in, but I didn't see what car you walked out of. And I was like, yes, it was right next to that green Yukon out there. He was like, damn, ain't that about a bitch? You know, so everybody was, they was all consoling your girl. Okay, I was pissed. I had the tears. I was shaky and everything. Now, the two guys, they had then ran out into the parking lot, y'all. They had like one of those, the old Buick kind of cars that they do out here in the country. They put them big ass wagon wheels on it. I guess one of the guys, that was his car. So they was about to get a nap. But all of a sudden, one of them came back in the store and he was like, man, what you say, kind of car you had? I said, it's a Dodge Nitro, it's white. And he was like, oh, okay, do it say itsrox on the back? I was like, yeah. He was like, it's in the parking lot, it's on the other side of that truck. And I was just like, oh, sorry. Everybody was so relieved for me, you guys, that they didn't even get mad at me. But I was just like, oh, they were like, your truck ain't never been moved. And I was just like, I know for a fact that I parked on the other side of that goddamn truck. Okay, because when I went into the grocery store, I could actually see my truck from the windows. I was just like, I know I'm not going crazy. And they were like, okay, it's okay. We're just glad that your car is out there. You know, manager was just like, okay, well, you know, I was just trying to get my paperwork and all this together. I was just like, okay, I'm taking my milk and I'm gonna go on out to my car now. So when I walked out to my car, it was funny because now, okay, at that time, I remembered when I went, you know, when I parked, there was a woman sitting in the damn green Yukon and the car was running. And so then I realized that she must have, for whatever reason, I'm not sure, but she must have pulled out of her parking space that she was in and then drove around and parked on the other side of me. So it looked like I had moved my car when in actuality, she had to move her fucking car. Y'all, let me tell you something. I had to act a stone fool at that damn Wayfield. Them people were so through with me. I was just like, I'm sorry. I didn't know that my car was out there, that they had to move the car over. As soon as I got the car, my girlfriend Simone called me. I said, girl, you ain't gonna believe the fool I just acted that Wayfield. Oh my God. Oh, Betsy. Y'all, the studio is still here, y'all. They tried to get me, but y'all ain't got it. Anyway, you guys, I thought that would have been a cute little story time story to tell today, y'all. I wasn't gonna die, but I tell you, the stress level, it took me so long to come down from all of that. Like, by the time I got home and had to tell my husband and my kids the whole story all over again, y'all. You know how you just be shaky? Like, the whole time I was just shaky. I needed a drink after that. Anyway, you guys, that's it. Let me get off of here. Like I said, I hadn't planned on doing this. It's very warm in this car. The weather in Atlanta is so crazy. But yeah, we'll drop these in. We'll drop the story time in every now and again. Okay, just when you thought you was really missing it is when you will see another one. All right. But anyway, you guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. You guys know all of that, right? Okay, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.